Everyone, please join us in saying these famous words. Drivers, start your engines!
Well, Mike, this has been one of the most awesome pre-race shows I think I've ever seen. The job they did here at the Speedway honoring our troops. Today is their day, but tonight, these guys on the racetrack is theirs. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go Memorial Day racing, guys.
Teammates side by side into turn two. Almirola with lane choice took the inside, but Ambrose told us yesterday he would lead the first lap of the 600. Marcos Ambrose in the number 9. Jamie McMurray, whose car owner, Chip Ganassi, won the Indy 500 earlier today, has gained 8 positions, and for the lead, they're side by side off turn 4. This time, Biffle puts his Ford in front. The biggest mover in this race is Jeff Gordon. He has gained 14 positions up to 9th from 23rd. Jamie Mack, Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, and David Gilliland also on the move. Menard in early, and here's Marcos Ambrose with Danica Patrick.
He's going to spin her out. She just stopped right in front of him.
Not very happy with Miss
Nope,
Patrick.
not at all.
Nick Berggren.
Danica was practicing pit stops yesterday, realized how little experience that she has with this stuff, but she's doing a good job on the racetrack, Matt.
What happened to Marcos Ambrose? He and Danica Patrick having a little disagreement about what the pit road speed is. No speedometers in these cars, remember?
That actually started off the racetrack. Danica came off the racetrack. Marcus came off right behind her. He was flying, and she was stopped, and it just really messed his rhythm up.
Go away. At speed. All the way to go. Go to 16 outside, 16, clear.
Marcos Ambrose, Jamie McMurray, then Greg Biffle in the race off pit road.
Honestly, I was not surprised to see a couple drivers change just 2 tires because I know the left side tires are not wearing a bit.
As we have 26 cars on the lead lap at the green flag.
I believe they'll eat that 24 alive, Larry. Staying out. I mean, I don't know if that's a good strategy or not.
Yeah, and I mean, I like the fact that Kyle Busch in the 18, as you can see here, he was able to restart on the high side there. He's going to take the lead.
For second, down to the bottom. Comes Greg Biffle, Jimmy Johnson to the top.
And there is A.J. Allmendinger being pushed behind the wall. Disappointing year continues for him. Started 11th today.
Yeah, and they were up under the hood of that car trying to see what was wrong with it and going behind the wall now.
Trouble in the pits. That was in the garage.
A.J. Allmendinger's car here in the garage. The left front brake has absolutely locked up. The only way they can move this car is by jacking it up so the left front wheel doesn't touch the ground. It is so locked up that Allmendinger was unable to move the car with the engine running and all the power he's got. 800 horse wouldn't move it. This thing is really locked up. Look at the run Casey Kane in that 5 got up on the high side off turn 2, making a big run on Biffle down the backstretch.
Don't cut down too much there, Biff, because the 5 car is there.
Casey Kane opened the door. He may come through for second, and they almost get together. Kyle Busch leads the lap, and they're dead even for second with Johnson fourth. Ambrose might have been in the wall in turn 4. He's very slow in the back straightaway. Tire issue?
Something's wrong with the car.
Something's broken here. On the suspension, I think.
Sounds like something's broken on the suspension. Could be a track bar. The way the car's wobbling around.
It's just the story of our year. Every time we put ourselves in great positions, we have crazy things go wrong. And I've been in NASCAR 7 years and never melted a hub down. So, it's just a shame it was tonight. We run so strong, but my boys are strong. They'll get it back together here.
Keselowski and Tony Stewart just collided on pit road, guys.
Darrell, we've been seeing that all night long. Some really close calls during these green flag pit stops.
Now let's show you what happened to Tony Stewart.
Keselowski's going out, and here comes smoke. And they collided.
And Tony's crew had to scatter.
Watch this. A little dirt track action right there. smoke it back in there.
What a close call for Eric Almirola's crew in that 43 car that was sitting in his pit box.
Wow. And that close call right there almost sent Carl Edwards into the grass. I think that was Carl.
Those are the eyes of an angry man.
Yeah, you think Tony Stewart was hot before?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how about the other driver involved there, Brad Keselowski, Steve?
Mike, he just told his crew, he said, I don't know how much damage I have, but I center punched him. Please tell him I didn't even know he was there.
Big blind spot on the right rear of these cars, especially with the big wraparound headsets, the headrests these drivers have. They have to rely on the crew chief to call him out clear, and for help from the spotter up on the roof as well.
Well, and then back to Tony Stewart. He had worked his way back on the lead lap. Now he's a lap and a half down to leader Greg Biffle in that 16 car.
You can clearly see a lead change going on here between Greg Biffle and Kasey Kahne, guys. You can see the shadows of these race cars. One of the big challenges tonight is making sure these spotters keep up with the changes in the racetrack as well as the look they're seeing, Mike.
Thanks, Jeff. Kasey Kahne ran Greg Biffle down and passed him for the lead. That is the 18th lead change tonight among 8 different drivers. Moments ago, watch Dale Jr. Boy, the National Guard's on the move. That's Stewart on the outside, Keselowski on the inside, coming through.
Well, we've been watching Dale Earnhardt Jr., and he just keeps getting better and better as well as this race goes on. Came within just a few hundred yards of winning this race a year ago, ran out of fuel, coming to the checkers.
Folks, that is co-opetition right there, because they just kind of gave him the line.
That's a tough place to try a pass right there in the quad oval at the start-finish line. A little less than 100 laps or 150 miles to go here in Charlotte. Kahne hanging on to the lead. Now will give it up as he comes off pit road, along with Paul Menard and Trevor Bayne.
Mike, Kasey Kahne ran the dirt track over here Friday night. He ran the race out here yesterday afternoon, and he's running 600 miles a night. He probably is getting pretty weary by now. This caution was a statement race at that point.
Denny Hamlin stays out. Denny Hamlin did not pit. What do you think of that strategy?
I don't like it.
Well, again, it only has about 12 to 14 laps on his tires, and everybody has to make at least one more stop.
Yeah, these two guys better running into each other right there.
Denny Hamlin and Dale Earnhardt Jr. did not pit. Kasey Kahne has his train coming on the outside.
Oh my gosh, it looked like he hit the afterburner.
Kahne was flying around turn number 2, launched off the corner, right up behind Kyle Busch, and could advance no further.
Look at this thing. Watch him rocking around that outside. What a head of steam. Now he'll run over Biffle. Or over Dale Jr., I mean, sorry.
Teammates side by side for second. Kahne outside Earnhardt. Kahne makes the pass. He is 6/10 behind Hamlin. Coming off turn 2. Picks up half a tenth there.
I think I'd be calling in. How many tires did that 5 car take anyway?
Did it take 8?
It took 8.
Got another half a tenth going into turn 3. And now it's car lengths, not seconds, first to second place.
Let's see how he gets off of 2.
Watch it right here. Watch him. Here I come. Give me some room. If you don't give me some room, I'll run over you.
No holding
Literally.
back the Kasey Kahne train. Kahne to the lead. A rare mistake by Jimmy Johnson's team. Watch the fueler.
Yeah, this got
the
ugly.
left rear of the car. And a stop and go penalty for the 48 of Jimmy Johnson.
Look at left. Turn in. Nice and smooth. Get her full. Be ready. Here we go. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Oh.
Kahne is trying to join 2 NASCAR Hall of Famers who both won in their 300th career start. Double Cup champion Ned Jarrett and the '89 champion Rusty Wallace each won their 300th start. That's the number Kasey Kahne is on tonight.
Pretty nice celebration.
Around the turn to the front straightaway, the 13th career win for Kasey Kahne is the Coca-Cola 600.
Kahne was able tonight